Welcome back, you guys, to Andy the Banker Show. And today I want to discuss about a couple topics here. The first thing is I bought 26 shares of Chipotle. I am so bullish on this particular cost stock, and I want to tell you a little bit more about it. We want to talk about the Oracle earnings. I'm actually very bullish on Oracle after this. I think that the pullback is unwarranted when we'll have to see how this plays out. And then lastly, I want to talk about the new Alphabet Willow chips that's caused the Google stock to have crazy momentum. Let's get it started. We'll talk about Chipotle here. Now, I bought 26 shares into Chipotle today. Now, the reason you might be thinking, why am I so bullish on Chipotle? All right. This is a stock that recently had price increases on its burritos. And you know how much the price increases were? It's from $10.25 to $10.35. That's literally a 10 cents difference. And to me, that's like only 2%, and it's not that much. I would gladly still buy a Chipotle with $10.35 because it still provides me so much value compared to what's out there. Now, when it comes to these burritos, the thought process is this. My bold thesis is that if people are willing to buy it at $10.35, they're willing to buy it at $11, $12, $13, even $14. And that's my thesis on that. And because of that, I believe there's more cash flows to be had in Chipotle. And not only that, they can increase their cash flows and they can increase their store count. And this year, if you look at their quarterly earnings, they are increasing their store count. And that's one of the things that I am very bullish about Chipotle. Now, when you look into this stock, this stock has had pretty negative momentum until recently. All right. And one of the fears that I do have for Chipotle is the idea that the lines have gotten a little bit slower. All right. And I'll be completely honest about that. As somebody who eats in Chipotle about once a week, the lines has kind of died down. But that's one of the reasons why I bought into it, because I think now is the perfect time to buy into it. I think people have not recognized the value that Chipotle gives out. Every time I talk about Chipotle on my TikTok, on my live stream, people keep saying that Chipotle is providing not a lot of value, that they serve very tiny portions, very tiny burritos. But that is just not the case, you guys. I made multiple videos on it on my TikTok. The burritos that I get, they're literally the size of my face. All right. And I have an oval face. I get double rice, double beans, chicken. It's a lot of food. All right. And every time I leave, it's a very, very satisfying feeling. And one of the main things that I believe in Chipotle compared to other fast food is that when I'm eating Chipotle, I feel like I'm eating some real food. And what do I mean by real food? When I bite into chicken, I feel like I'm biting into an actual chicken. When I'm biting into the rice, the beans, it feels like they're real food. Sometimes I eat into like other fast food chains. They feel like a little bit too processed. All right. A little bit not healthy. I get that sudden regret. Oh man, why did I eat that? With Chipotle, I don't get that feeling. Now, when you look into their quarterly earnings, this company is growing year-over-year sales. The store comparables is growing. The total revenue is growing. The store count is growing. They had multiple domestic store growings and also one international store that opened this quarter. And that's my whole thesis on Chipotle. That they just keep on opening more locations, because when the location that Chipotle does open, it's interesting, at least in my area. They pick some pretty darn good locations, right? One of them is close to a university. Another one that I know is close to a hospital. And another one in downtown. They seem to be picking locations where there's a lot of foot traffic and a younger generation who tends to go for Chipotle. Now, the current valuation of Chipotle is $89 billion. My price target for this company, I can see it doubling. Right? If McDonald's is what? McDonald's is 200 or 300 market cap. If McDonald's can go there, I don't see why not. Why not for Chipotle? Now, the second company that made the news is Oracle. And Oracle dropped down by 7 or 8% today. And mainly because it missed on its quarter over quarter. And the main reason is because Oracle missed out on its earnings per share and revenue expectations. When I look at how much they missed by, though, it's not like they fell off a cliff, right? It's 1.47 adjusted versus 1.48. The revenue missed by what, $40 million. So to me, it's not a huge miss for this company, especially when I actually looked into the quarterly earnings, and yes, the total revenue grew by only 9%, but you take a look at the things that, at least to me, that really matter. All right. I take a look at the cloud revenue, up 24%. The cloud infrastructure, 52%. The cloud application, 10%. Cloud Fusion, 18%. And NetSuite Cloud, 20%. So the things that really drive into the sales about Oracle, I see it growing in a super fast way because they're all growing by essentially double digits. Now the total revenue is 9%, but the parts of Oracle that are really growing are really growing. You guys, this cloud infrastructure, and from what I understand, when it comes to Oracle, what makes their cloud a little bit unique is that they're stating that their cloud is faster than the traditional cloud companies that we have, such as Google, the Microsoft Azure, and AWS. Now, if this is true, that is amazing because when you have all this AI data to process and you have a faster database, oh, that is a game changer. And I can see why customers are going towards Oracle and why it's becoming a big player in the cloud market. I honestly did not expect it to be this big. And then let's talk about the Alphabet releasing their new quantum chip Willow. Now, this one, I'll be honest, it took me a little bit off guard. All right, this Google stock went up by like 8% on this news, and it was kind of a bonus because this is not a reason for why I bought into Alphabet. So it was a bonus for me. I'll take it. And from what I understand about this quantum chip, the nice thing is that it makes computer processing so much faster. So in terms of these AI plays, it's gonna work well with AI and make it a lot faster. And that's the idea about quantum chip from what my understanding. And as a result, the stock has kind of run away today. Now, this is all good news. And one of the things that I actually thought about, because the momentum is so high on Google at this current moment, I've actually considered taking a little bit of profits on Google. It's at 186 right now. It's gone up by 24% in the last 3 months. And it's just a consideration that I've thought. I haven't pulled any moves yet. Nothing has been made, but it was an interesting thought for me to get into. Now, with that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next episode. I just wanted to do a quick portfolio update, and thank you so much. We'll see you next time.